Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to Alessandro TV English for another lesson on your favorite channel here on Patreon. We are very happy to be starting these lessons on phonics. Phonics is a very important part of foundational literacy lessons when we are learning the English language at in the lower grades at school. So this will be sort of a entering class introducing simple vowels or monophthongs that we are going to attach to an anchor word. So at the end of the lesson, you can distinguish simple vowels and produce an anchor word for each one of these vowels. Let's remember that if we're going to be talking about vowels or monophthongs, in most Latin languages we have, especially in Spanish, we have A, B, C, D, no, A, E, I, O, and U. And if I want to separate them in English, we have at least 10 sounds of this. So I'm going to be repeating them. So don't you fret, because this is going to be very simple. Yes, in Spanish we have 5. In English, we have 10 plus other sounds that we need to learn, but we are going to have a basic understanding here of these monophthongs or phonics. In the first place, here at the left side, I'm gonna have the long sounds, and the long sounds. To represent these long sounds, I'm going to put a line on top of them, as you can see here. And I call these my sounds. Okay? What are the sounds that these letters make? Okay, we have here, and we'll name them. Here we have the name of the letters in English. So these are the names. So names and sounds. This will sound A. A. This will sound E, like a Latin E. So I'm gonna put here Latin. That's the Latin sound, E. Then for this, I will call it I. That's the sound that it makes I. The long sound of this letter is O, and this one will be U, like saying you. So let's revise them. These are the names of the vowels: A, E, I, O, and U. U. Okay. Perfect. And I represent them with a line on top of them to represent them as a long sound. A, E, I, O, U. Then on the other hand, we'll have the short vowel sounds. And these are the sounds that I'm going to assign to them. To represent them, I'll put this little symbol on top, meaning that the sound is short. So I will say ah, 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 ah. For this one will be and I'll represent it just like an upside down and backwards E. I will say eh, eh. Okay, let's not put this here. When you see it backwards, that will mean eh, eh. Then for this one will be eh, eh, eh. This sound would be oh, 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 oh. And finally for this one, oh, oh, oh. So here you have it. A, e, I, O, and O, O. So these are the names of the letters that produce this long sound excuse me, A, E, I, O, U. And then A, E, I, O, U. Okay, let's continue to give them an anchor. Let's give them an anchor word. And I'm not going to put illustrations here because I want you to be concentrated on the sound that each vowel makes. So the first one is going to be, and you can identify it here, okay? Either long or short sound. What would this be? It's a long sound like the Latin E, and I'll say the words eagle. I can have a B, z, B, a tree, like in an apple tree, a teacup, a teacup. Do you like tea? Delicious tea. And my favorite sport, I like to eat. Eat, apple and bananas. I like to eat, eat, apples and bananas. Okay. Recognize this one? What would this be? Oh, it's over here. It's called in. Like I am in the house. Lips, lips, lips. Okay, lips. Green is when you smile very, very happily. Green, you have a green. Let me put it here. Green. And then skip. Skip. So please concentrate on these sounds. E, eagle, B, tree, T, eat. You see the long sound? And here we have the short sound of E. In, I am in. I kissed her on her lips, my wife, this morning before going to work. And I had a green because I was so happy. I went with a green to work. Then I skipped breakfast this morning because I was late to work. Okay, let's recognize this sound. Which will this be? Remember, if I go here, down here, up here, I will say this is eh, eh. So this is my sound eh, and I'm gonna get this anchor word, eggs. I love eggs in the morning. Yes, eggs. Men, men. I saw many men around the corner. I saw many men around the corner. I slept on my bed yesterday. And pen. I write with my pen, although this is a pencil. Another example, what would that be? Is the short. I can recognize it because of the short sign here, short symbol. So that will be like in apple, map, cat, no cat, cat, no kid, cat. And the last one will be bag, bag. I went shopping and they gave me a bag. All right, let's continue giving some examples before we close this class on early literacy. Right, so we are going to explore the sound of this vowel. Notice the line is long, so this will be E, like in the Latin E. And one example will be on the word eagle. Eagle. B. B. Okay. Tree. Tree. T. Eat. And notice that this sound also belongs to the double E. Double E. So you can see it's very long. So B, long, tree, long, eagle, T, and eat. Let's see the next one. What would this be? Let me give you, no, let's use O. I think I repeated that one. Let's do the O. 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 For O, octopus with many arms. Octopus, that animal. Mom, my mom came to visit me last week. Mom, my dog is barking out there. I haven't heard him, but my dog barks in the morning. Then pot, I cook on a pot, in a pot. A box, box. All right. So notice how I use double E here for the long E. Now, I want you to see something very interesting. What happens when I have a double O? So when I have a double O, it's like I'm doing a long U, okay? Like a long U. For the long U or Latin U, I will use book, book, spoon, 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 food, food. The word flute also to make it long here, flute, long U, flute. Boot, I put my boots to go hiking, boots. All right. So to close this class, let's review everything. We saw that there were minimum of 10 vowels and other sounds. Okay, like their names are A, E, I, O, U. The short vowels A, E, O, U, O, U. Okay, perfect. So we saw this 10 vowel sounds in English, but there is something more. Okay, these are some sounds that are very different, and I'm going to refer to the schwa sound, the famous schwa sound. When do I use the schwa sound? When I find these combination letters A W, A U, O W, O U. Okay, so let's see some examples. When I write the word saw, I need a saw to cut the wood. Or I saw you at the shopping mall yesterday. Saw. I laugh. I laugh all night at his joke. Laugh. Okay? So the shua sound is like somebody punching you right in the gut. So you get your air, you lose your air in your tummy, and so say the schwa sound. Saw, love. I can see like the lawyers. Yes, a lawyer. A lawyer practices law. Law. Now my dog has four paws. Paws. Okay. And then for OW, I can use the word I meant loud. I heard a loud sound. I heard a loud sound. I have some friends, Native Americans, they have what they call a pow wow. A powwow. I think it's like that how we wrote it last time, powwow, but it's the same schwa sound. Now, powder, powder, powder. This is what they put in the bullets so they can fire. Powder, powder. They pack powder in the bullet. Well, with this, my friends, I think we are finishing our class on our simple sounds, and these are just um, foundational sounds, monophthongs that we use when speaking English and pronouncing some words. You have asked for pronunciation and speaking classes, so these are the fundamentals, so we can articulate our words in English. See you next time, and it's been a pleasure having you with us here at Alessandro TV English. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening.